If you or someone you live with takes contraception or diabetes medication, you might be owed free prescriptions right now. But there's a catch most people are missing that could still leave you paying at the counter. I read the fine print so you don't have to. Health Canada says the first stage of National Pharmacare covers contraception and diabetes medications free at the pharmacy counter. And the current federal page lists funding agreements with 4 provinces and territories. That number matters because whether you get this coverage depends entirely on whether your jurisdiction has signed on. Here's why it matters. Health Canada says drug costs have historically been split between public plans, private insurance, and patients, and many pharmacy-dispensed medicines simply were not free in Canada. Under these new agreements, eligible contraception and diabetes drugs are generally free at the counter, where the same therapy could previously cost you hundreds of dollars a year. Look at what Health Canada says these drugs actually cost before coverage. Insulin runs roughly $900 to $1,700 a year, metformin about $100, and sulfonylureas or SGLT2 inhibitors anywhere from $100 to over $1,000 annually. For someone on insulin plus an oral contraceptive, that's a recurring 4-figure bill this coverage is designed to eliminate. This is general information, not personal advice. Check your own circumstances. $900 to $1,700 a year. That's Health Canada's stated annual cost range for insulin in Canada. That single figure is the reason this deal matters so much for anyone managing diabetes on a tight budget. Here's the catch buried in the announcement. Health Canada says patients may still face delivery, prescribing, or administration fees, even when the drug itself is covered. In British Columbia, Pharmacare says it covers dispensing up to $11 per prescription. So if you're not in a fully covered situation, you could still see a charge. The medicine is free, but the service around it might not be. Here's what to do right now. First, check the federal How to Access National Pharmacare page and your provincial formulary to confirm your drug is listed and whether your jurisdiction has signed on. Second, compare your receipt against your province's dispensing fee cap. In BC, that's up to $11 per BC Pharmacare. Third, ask the pharmacist for a full cost breakdown before pickup so you can spot any fee above the allowed amount. This is general information, not personal advice. Just 4 provinces and territories have signed funding agreements so far, according to Health Canada. If your jurisdiction isn't on that list yet, this coverage doesn't apply to you, then so confirming your location is signed on is the first thing to verify. Before I get to the last part, the most useful thing to watch, remember, this is still early implementation. Health Canada says coverage, fee rules, and participating jurisdictions can all change as more provinces join and formularies update. If this is useful, subscribe. The next breakdown is already coming. Pharmacare is expanding, and the covered list, the fees, and the participating provinces will keep shifting over the coming months. Next, I'm breaking down exactly how to read a Canadian pharmacy receipt line by line so you never overpay a dispensing fee again. If you want to catch that, subscribe so you don't miss it.